Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The news continue from one Corsair to another. Flying Iron Simulations release more information. The A-7E Corsair II is progressing well. And we provide you with the quickest summary. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest news in DCS World. And it seems that one by one, the third-party developers are starting to share their progress, updates and achievements for 2023, answering to some of the questions we had from time to time when it comes to the modules that are currently still in development. After the newsletter from Magnitude 3 and their A-7E Corsair, the team at Flying Iron Simulations shared a lengthy thread about their work on the A-7E Corsair II for DCS World. Excited? Well, I am. As always, here at How I Play, we offer you the latest news from DCS World and all the things that are important to you. So if you want to keep in touch with everything related to the military flight sim gaming, subscribe and comment down below on what you want to see next on our channel. We are struggling to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Let's make sure we get there. So, the report from Flying Iron Simulations was focused on the development state of the A-7E Corsair II. The module has an all-new, much improved 3D model, and they finally shared the first pictures of it. Keeping in mind that they had some difficult decisions to make in 2023, more precisely the remake of the 3D model again. We are happy to see the module being showcased for the first time with more details in the screenshots. Maybe sooner rather than later we get a chance to see it in action. Until we get that option, all the videos you see are from other games, sims and real-life captures of the aircraft. They mentioned that the remaking of the 3D model hasn't affected their release projections, as there is programming work being done in tandem. A small note on their previous model was that it was built from blueprints and photos, and even though it was good, it had some inaccuracies. This is just the nature of dealing with blueprint inaccuracies, incompleted photo references, and managing strange photo perspectives and alignments. The new method using photogrammetry eliminates these errors and inaccuracies, providing a true-to-life 3D reference of the model and texture. The external model has progressed at an incredible pace thanks to this technology, and soon work will begin on the cockpit remodel. The team is absolutely confident that they made the right decision, and from what I see in the pictures, I tend to agree. What do you think? In the last few months, work has been mainly focused on further developing and refining the flight model, with the aim of getting it ready for testing and into phase 4 of development. This has been a lengthy process for the team, requiring a redevelopment of the equations driving the flight model in order to be able to better integrate the CFD data they have been capturing. They also came across a new source of wind tunnel data this year, providing more direct data to be used in their tables, as well as providing very useful validation data for their CFD model. This data from wind tunnel testing helps them provide a more in-depth and accurate simulation of aircraft dynamics, particularly at and beyond the edge of performance envelope. This year, more work has been done to the TF41 engine simulation using various data reports and engine simulation software in order to create a comprehensive picture of engine performance, with work ongoing to further develop simulations of various engine subsystems and quirks. The TF41 is a relatively slow engine to respond, adding an even greater challenge to carrier landings and air refueling operations. Oh boy, exciting! Finally, 2023 has seen the completion of the automatic flight control system, which includes a complete control augmentation system as well as multiple autopilot operating modes. The most important thing is that they report that it is finished and awaiting testing. Moving on, they have been spending time optimizing and improving runtime efficiency in their flight model to try to ensure that they have the best possible performance using the latest available research to help direct their efforts. They have been able to significantly improve the processing time of a simulation loop by increasing the speed and efficiency of their lookup tables. Meanwhile, they have been busy also rebuilding their CFD mesh, this time using a much more detailed and accurate mesh. This was particularly beneficial for capturing peripheral data such as landing gear forces, speed brakes forces, and so on. This year, they have expanded the simulations of the aircraft's mechanical systems such as gear and ground operations, carrier ops and systems, hydraulic and fuel systems, in their efforts to capture all the quirks and details of the aircraft, developing the unique character of the Corsair II airframe. And to get a better idea of what they mean, they mentioned the speed brake being hydraulically operated, but not immune to the intense force of high-speed flight. So you can expect it to be pushed back, partially retracted by a strong enough airflow. This is prone to dropping and partially opening should PC2 hydraulic pressure fail. It cannot be operated with the gear extended unless using a manual PC2 hand pump when on the ground. Immersive. Now, as they are modeling a later era Corsair, the airframe includes automatic maneuvering flaps, an advanced flap control system designed to increase turn performance and maneuverability in lower speed conditions. And just for you to know, the AMF system has been completed and integrated fully this year. When it comes to carrier and ground ops, the Corsair is now operational off the carrier deck, having made her maiden launch and trap several weeks back. Landing a Corsair on the ship is immensely difficult, and success will not come easily. They have completed work on the launch bar system and its various safety measures and dependencies, as well as the arresting hook system, nose-wheel steering, braking systems, landing gear systems, and much more. With that in mind, most of the core systems are in various stages of completion now, with work ongoing on the suspension model and fuel systems. Much time has been spent this year on improving the realism and the flow of information that occurs through the A7 suites of computers and sensors. Every display, every computer, every calculation throughout the Avionics suite relies on data that is collected via a specific sensor in the aircraft. Fortunately, the NATOPS manual goes into great detail regarding this flow of information, and the team have access to a paper that extensively details the inner workings of the software used in the Avionics suite. They have also created an accurate simulations of the Corsair's unique angle of attack system, which used non-standard AOA units instead of degrees, and is a key data element for a number of displays and guidance systems. Work is ongoing to correct model damage in any sensor and the consequential disruption this has on the Avionics suite. While much of the basic functionality of the tactical computer has already been done, they expect to continually work on advanced features right until the release. There is more information in the entire thread, which I linked in the video description for you to discover if interested. But now it's time to place the question: when? Unfortunately, they still don't have a solid estimate on when the module will be finished with development. Officially, they are expecting to move into phase 4 of development sometimes early next year, while the aim is to begin testing at some point during the year. Please keep in mind that they are a small team without the resources to really expedite development over a couple of years. Well, I do have to say, they got our support and patience, and it's great to see our passionate third-party developers sharing their joy of progression on their amazing modules that one day will fill the skies of DCS World. Thank you all for watching. Remember to check our sponsor VROC for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses. Many thanks to all of our patrons that support our channel. Remember to leave us a like if you find the video informative, and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.